Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget check-in video. Today we are going to be checking in for, I believe, the last time of the month. Yeah, next week I'm going to be sharing our July budget, which I'm super excited about. We're making some fun changes for July, but yeah, this will be our last check-in, and then July budget will be up the following Monday, and then I will be closing out our June budget the Monday after that. So let's see where we stand going into this last week of June. The first thing I am going to check is going to be our bills. So, oh, and you know what? Actually, I need to update this because the 529 accounts were funded. So we can check that off. Okay, I think that's it for that page there. And then over here, we have our bills, and I'm trying to remember where I left off for the last check-in, but basically everything has come out with the exception of Banner Life, which is my life insurance, and then our cell phones. So those should come out in the next couple days and we will be all set there. So bills are looking good. And then over here we have some expenses that have come out. I don't remember if coffee came out during my last check-in, but that is that it was a little bit more pricey. I'm not super sure why. We ordered the exact same things that we always ordered, so I don't know. But, and then for dog food, we did pick up a bag of dog food, and that was $49.08. So this was under budget by $5.92. And we can turn this green. So that is that. And then, yeah, everything else has come out. I think I talked about how we're doing allowance like a little bit differently with the kids during our last check-in, and then piano, we had some cancellations with the lessons because of Maddie's piano teacher had like a root canal and some dental work and stuff done. So but yeah, that's that. And then we'll get into the actual check-in part. So this is where we stood during the last check-in. Everything was looking pretty good with the exception of Costco, and we'll just kind of pick up where we left off. So I did have to duplicate a page. We have one little transaction here, but not a lot has honestly gone on. So we have some entertainment, Andrew got paid from his job, and then we had some groceries, and that was really it. So for Costco, we have not returned because, you know, that budget was all gone. So that means that we have we're over $32.65 still, and I don't see us going back to Costco anytime soon. I am considering starting up, like, well, I don't know if it'll be like a separate sinking fund, or if maybe like every other month or so we'll go to Costco and do like a stock up on things. So I don't know, we sat down and we talked about like what are our essentials, and in fact, I don't know where my phone is, but I put a note in my phone about it, just about like what are like things that we get at Costco that we feel is always a really good deal, or it's just like really nice for the convenience. For example, eggs. So I'm pretty sure eggs, I don't pay too much attention to the prices of eggs at other stores, but we get the big like 60 pack, 5 dozen eggs at Costco, and we will go through that in about a week to a week and a half. We eat a lot of eggs. We hard boil a bunch of them. We eat eggs pretty much every single morning for breakfast, and then when we're baking, we use eggs. So we go through eggs like no one's business. So I don't know if eggs are actually cheaper at Costco or not, but we like to just get the big 60 pack because we go through them and then they're always on hand that way. Otherwise, we would seriously be going to the store like often for eggs. So we just always have grabbed them from Costco, not really paying too much attention to the price. And then we also get egg whites at Costco, which I do feel are a very good deal because we recently, Costco was out of egg whites and we had to get a little carton from the store, and I was shocked how expensive that was compared to like you get 6, you know, cartons at Costco. So yeah, the comparison there was kind of crazy. And then butter is always a good deal there. We get the like Kirkland, it's kind of similar to like the Kerrygold butter, the Irish butter, so we get that from Costco. Olive oil is always a good deal at Costco. Peanut butter we like to get there as well. And then we like to get our frozen fruit from Costco too. And then household items, like we'll get the dog some treats, and we'll get paper towels and toilet paper, our laundry detergent. We get our shampoo and conditioner and stuff like that from Costco as well. So we do get a couple, trash bags. We get a couple household items, but meat, I feel like the meat there can be a good deal for sure, especially the ground beef. I found it's always like usually a pound, like $1 less a pound than other stores, but sometimes our local grocery stores will have meats go on sale and it's a really good deal. So buying meat at Costco is what I think really makes things add up quite a bit, is because we're always keeping a surplus of meat on hand. So the few things we've talked about going in on a cow with our neighbors, and like sometime maybe in the fall saving up and getting a quarter of a cow for the year. So we've talked about that. We have talked about like just basing our meal plan off the meats that are on sale at our local grocery store. We like to shop at Fry's and Sprouts quite often, so just kind of paying attention to the weekly ads there, seeing what's on sale, and then basing our meal plan off of what's on sale. Same thing with fruit. We get fruit that is in season, on sale, all of that. So just paying closer attention to that stuff, and then just leaving like the really, you know, because our staples list is actually not that long. It's not that long at all. It's pretty short. So yeah, so our Costco haul would be, you know, pretty minimal if we're just going with that stuff. But anywho, so we're still figuring all of that out, but yeah, that's where we're at there. And let me put myself on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so next is groceries. We have fries for $50.84. And then Andrew went to Trader Joe's. So our meal plan, I'm pretty excited about it. We kind of changed up the theme a little bit. So on Mondays we're doing typically Mexican food, Mexican Monday. So we'll do like tacos, burritos, like something like that. Kind of like a Taco Tuesday, but you know, I like alliteration. So, and then for Tuesday, we're doing Takeout Tuesday, which is homemade takeout. So we're doing like a shrimp fried rice with these green onion like pancake things that my friend Kelsey had introduced us to a while back. And so those are really, 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 really good. So we're gonna do like a Trader Joe's thing. He was able to find a lot of like what we needed on our list at Trader Joe's as well. So that was really nice because we just needed like some shredded cheese, some produce, stuff like that. And then on Wednesday we're doing soup and salad. So we cook 3 days in a row. So we do soup and salad Wednesday, and then we'll do, yeah, the Takeout Tuesday, which is homemade takeout, and then Mexican Monday. And then Thursday, Friday, we eat leftovers if we have them. Or we'll do like a homemade pizza night. Like the kids love making their own pizzas, so we'll do that Friday night. And then Saturday, we will eat out at church, or we really like Cafe Zupa's. We love Angie's Lobster. There's a couple places, Salad and Go. There's a couple places we really like to go. So we'll eat out if we have room in the budget for it. So that's gonna be changing. I'll let you guys know in July what that's looking like. But we kind of came up with like a fun idea for eating out and just like food in general. So I'll share more about that later. But yeah, so, and then Sunday we just keep it like super simple. We'll do breakfast for dinner, we'll do sandwiches, something like that. So that's kind of what we're doing nowadays, but that's why he went to Trader Joe's, was specifically for those green onion pancake thingies. So, but we spent a total, oh, did I not add this in yet? Hang on, 71.83, yeah. Okay, so we spent a total of $122.67 this past week, and we have $152.15 remaining as of last week. So we currently have $29.48 remaining in our budget for groceries. So not very much, but it's enough if we need to go get more bananas, apples, a loaf of bread. You know, that'll be plenty for that, which is great. And going into this last week of the month, we have plenty of food, so we should be in good shape. Okay, and then household, I don't think we had anything for household. So for household, we still have $9.67. Gas, we didn't buy any gas this past week, so we still have $49.75. And I don't think we're gonna need to fill up this last week of the month, so we should be under on gas, which is really helpful. And then for entertainment, we are kind of making it a big deal. We're going to go see the How to Train Your Dragon movie this week, and so we got the tickets. I did get a surprise for the girls that I'm not going to say too loud because they are up. So we got them a little surprise. And then I took the girls, they love to get like the boba lemonades at Dutch Bros. So we went and got lemonades. And then Andrew had to get some like snacks and drinks and things like that for his golf trip. He did like a 3-day local golf excursion thing with his buddies. So he did that, and then that was it. So that's $28.60 for the tickets, $22.89 for those fun little things there, and then $18.67, and then $25.16. So a total of $95.32. I'm just going to duplicate all of these check marks and bring them down, and then that'll check all those off. So yeah, all right, so we'll go over here, and $95.32, and then we had $147.18 remaining. So we have $51.86 remaining, which is perfect. We can get snacks at the movie. You know, we can maybe eat out one time or something if it's like maybe at church. We're able to feed our whole family at church for like $20, which is amazing. So we love to eat out there. But that is that. So that's what it's looking like for our categories. I'd say we're in pretty good shape heading into this last week of June, which is great. And I am very excited about the changes we're making in July. I'm excited to share those with you. So definitely stay tuned for that video next week. And then real quick, we'll pop over to our miscellaneous savings just to share sort of what's going on there. So I think the last time I left off, it was just the humidifier. So I think the only thing that's happened is we did have to pay for the week of summer camp. We were signed up for a second week of summer camp in July, and we did cancel that. We kind of signed up for summer camp with the idea that the girls were going to start school at a local charter school and everything, so we sort of signed up for it with that idea in mind. But now we're homeschooling. We've decided to go back to homeschooling, and so taking that whole week off is not really necessary. We're gonna homeschool that week, and yeah, just do that. Plus we're gonna save a pretty penny by not doing that second week because it is pricey. So that's the only thing that has happened there. I know a couple things that are coming up. So Tuesday, tomorrow, Maddie has her orthodontist appointment, and we're gonna have to put down our big deposit for that. As you can see, we do not have $2,800 in our miscellaneous savings. We are gonna be adding to savings at the end of the month, but I don't know what that exact number is. I do know, and I can tell you that we have about $1,500 projected for that. So that will, you know, take care of a decent chunk, but not all of it. So that means that the rest of it is going to come from our buffer, and potentially I have to reconcile things still, potentially our emergency fund as well, which is not ideal. We're not excited about this at all, obviously, but we have made some changes to, you know, kind of make it to where we should be able to, like, well, we will be able to float through everything, get through everything and all of that. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be tight around here for the next few months, and that's okay. That's just kind of how it has to be right now. So yeah, so we do have some going into savings at the end of the month that is going to help for the 2,800 right now. It's just all sitting in our checking account. I don't transfer stuff into our miscellaneous savings until the end of the month. So once I know exactly to the penny what we have in miscellaneous savings, that's when I'll reconcile and transfer money and all that kind of stuff. So but yeah, so that's coming up, and then we do need to get new tires. We're gonna, I think, try to get them in August, definitely before our camping trip. We're going on a camping trip up north, and we want to make sure that we're, you know, good to go on tires, like making a longer trip. So we're gonna get those done in August, and in August, Andrew has a 3 paycheck month, which is really helpful because that's basically gonna pay for the tires. And then we have clothes. I just went through both the girls' rooms, all their clothes, anything that doesn't fit them, all of that kind of stuff that's like really worn out. And Julia's good because she gets hand-me-downs from her big sister, but Maddie really needs new clothes. So that's something that is going to be coming up as well. We also need to get new sheets for Maddie's bed because there's like a big tear now in her fitted sheet, which it's funny because the girls are like, no, that's our like little hidey hole. Like they take their stuffed animals and like hide them in there. So, but I'm like, oh no, I think we're gonna get some new sheets, guys. But yeah, so those things are all coming up, and yeah, so it's gonna be an expensive couple of months. We're gonna be really focusing a lot on rebuilding our savings, trying to get that built back up. So, you know, the changes that you're gonna see in July are going to reflect that. And things are going to be tight around here for sure for the next few months, but you know, we're going to do our best and get through it, and just be intentional with our spending and stuff. I think the kind of nice thing, I guess, in Arizona is in the summertime, I feel like things are really calm in the summertime in Arizona. Like our friends go out and visit family, and then you know, it's just hot, so we're not like really, there's not a lot going on in the community and stuff, and you know, we just kind of focus on getting homeschool done. That's what we did last summer. It's like we might as well stay in our air-conditioned house, get homeschool done, and then we go to the pool. Like the kids are going to the pool today with Andrew, and or we'll go to the library and just do free fun things, you know. So I think we can still stay, like, you know, entertained this summer without a big vacation and all of that kind of stuff. You know, yeah, it's tough because all of our friends go, and then our kids are like, well, why aren't we going somewhere? It's like, well, you know, we're just not able to this summer, maybe next summer, I don't know. But anyways, that's all I have to share for today, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching this little check-in and everything. Stay tuned for July budget next Monday, where I'll be sharing all the things that we're doing differently moving forward. And yeah, I hope you all are off to a great week so far. It is Monday morning, so I hope you're having a good week so far. And stay tuned for all of the festivities, all the fun things for Planning to Prosper this upcoming week, between Treat Yourself Tuesday tomorrow and Throwback Thursday. And we have new releases on Wednesday. We'll have a digital plan with me up on Friday. So lots of fun things, of course, going on. And yeah, so stay tuned for all of that. And then I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.